Tenikca from Hits with the Misses, and today I think this will be the final video of what we are doing for our 2020-2021 homeschool curriculum. If you will look below, I will link the past videos on this as well as the links to the blog posts that go into a little bit more detail. I'm going to keep these as brief as possible because I value your time. Lastly, this is pandemic life, y'all. Everyone is in the house all the time. So you're going to hear my family in the background. So yeah, before I jump in, hit that subscribe button and the notification so you know when all of this is coming to you, and it'll go right to your inbox. All right, so for science, how can I put this lightly? I did too much last year. I wouldn't say I did too much. My children loved it. They enjoyed it. They learned, but it was too much to prep and plan and execute. So I would not do it, and then they would ask for it. So I would try to throw something together. And so I wanted something that was attainable and fun. But for me, honest, I just really wanted fun. And I just asked James, well, what is it that you would like to learn about? And he was like, honestly, I just want to learn about all the animals. And then he started naming places like animals in Asia and animals in the African savanna and animals in South America. Okay, we can do that. And thanks to, again, other homeschool mamas who just, we're sharers, we're givers. I came across Sassafras Science Adventures, and this is, I guess, what you would call a living book. So it's this story about these twins, and they're with their uncle learning about all of these animals. Now, this is the book. We also, there is a children's, or what they call it, a log book, and then there's a teacher manual. I have that digitally. I knew we wouldn't use the log book for a while. It's a lot of writing. And to me, it just worked out better cost-wise, space-wise, time-wise, to get the digital of the teacher's manual as well, because I already kind of have an idea of how I want to use it. But the teacher's manual has so many other books, to reference with, all of that stuff. So that's why we're using that. But I am super excited about this. Both kids can, listen to the story, listen along. There's also a quiz in the teacher manual to see about retaining. I'm going to try to work on recitation with James as well, because he comprehends and understands a lot, but expressing it is a little difficult for him. So we're going to try and use this to work on that as well, because it's something he loves and he's interested in, not just some random poem or whatever, And then I also have this science journal. Like I said, the workbook that comes with this is a lot of writing. And I'm going to have maybe some coloring sheets or some 3-part cards for the animals and all of that stuff. But I am just really excited for him to grow and learn in something that he wants to learn about and he is super interested in. And because all of these animals are going all across the world, and as you can see, James is also really interested in places around the world. I am raising allies, so we learn and celebrate different cultures all the time and learn how we can support them and stand with them. And so he is all about it. This map was on another wall, and I moved it over here so it could be way more accessible to them. So for social studies, we are going all around the world. I mean, if we find Carmen Sandiego, I'll let you know. But I found this read aloud. So Geronimo Stilton, The Race Across America. And what I love about this book, it's not just words on the page. You have some illustrations, but there are these words in bold. You have different things. There are, highway interstate signs through here and things like that. The language is pretty simple, so, James can read a page with me, and I'm excited about this. Another thing that we will use very loosely, we will not be like going page for page, whatever, is this Skill Sharpeners Geography by Evan Moore. And it, teaches you habitat words, continents and oceans, and you see, and it's just like 4 questions here, and just communities, things like that. It's pretty simple, but again, we won't even use every page. It'll just help us go along with it, and no one ever didn't like learning anything from a blow-up ball, right? Who doesn't like that? Okay, so we've talked before about how I have a slight book addiction, and these are just the books from our home library we will be using, in addition to I don't know how many other books from the library and documentaries. And not only will we just my goal isn't for him to just spit random states and capitals and country facts. I want him to learn cultures, languages, celebrations, what kids like him do and learn there, what they enjoy, what they eat, and how we can be of allyship to them. So, Usborne Illustrated Fables from Around the World. Usborne Stories from Around the World. The Usborne Children's Encyclopedia. Yes, I am an Usborne consultant, but I'm not here to sell you books. I joined to get a discount because slight addiction to books. The Usborne Encyclopedia of World Religions. Usborne Children's World Cookbook. Nat Geo Wild Animal Atlas. Beginner's World Atlas. Children Just Like Me. Swiftwalker, A Continental Journey. And the Usborne Big Picture Atlas. And like I said, those are just the ones in our home library. I created a very multicultural and diverse artist and composer study, so that will be tied in here as well, where they're from, how their culture impacts their music, all of that jazz. So we're gonna go ham on this, and we're gonna have fun all year long, going around the world. And in addition to this, we have the From Color and Kindness, the Our Big Neighborhood curriculum as well, which gives books and ideas and things to try and make and eat and explore from different places around the world, and things we can learn about there. And yeah, we'll just, again, more library books, because who can get enough of those? And that is how we will learn and go around the world. Plus, again, Pinterest, the Google, I found a super cute passport template, and they can get their passport stamped when we go to different places, to put their picture in it, sign their name, all that stuff, pretend packing for a trip when we're talking about climates and what we will need there, the terrain, all that stuff. And then when we go places, we will then learn about